What's going on? I'm Sam and I'm having a great day. So we finally got my air conditioning fixed. My HVAC guy came over this morning. He bought the replacement top, so while he was recharging the system, I replaced the fan and put the top back on. Everything worked great, no leaks, so it's finally working. The house is cool and it feels great. So right now it probably seems like I'm doing a bunch of random stuff with no agenda, but I wanted to talk a little bit today about why I'm doing what I'm doing. But first, I came out here and the water pump for the fish had stopped running. Apparently I have a leak in one of these buckets, so I refilled the system with water, but I need to fix this leak so that it doesn't run empty again. I already had a leak in the other bucket, but I bought the parts to fix this because I had noticed it a couple days ago. I just wasn't able to get to it yet, but now we're going to get to it and we're going to fix this problem. So I turned off all the water and I got all the pipe ripped out of the first bucket. I just need to transfer the holes to the second bucket. I had to cut this apart because I didn't use couplers on the one side, but I bought a coupler now and I'm going to install that. I'm going to have to go back and change this a little later, and I have to add PVC cement because I couldn't find it. So there's a little bit of a drip right now. It's back together now though, and the PVC cement's a super easy fix. I signed up for DoorDash a few weeks ago and I haven't done it yet, so I'm going to take today and do my first DoorDashes. I've had some friends who've done it. I've never done it and I'm not quite sure what to expect other than you just drive to a restaurant and then drop food off. So it should be fun and let's see what happens. So I just started my dash. It says I'm not near a hot spot, so I can't find any orders. So I'm driving towards the mall because it said it's busier and I guess I might get an order near there. I'm not sure. Okay, so I got my first order. I accepted it. I pulled in here. I gotta go pick it up and I guess I'll get $10 if I deliver it. Oh man, that was actually pretty fun. It took him a minute to get it ready. I kind of wish I had brought the camera, but now I see why people say dashers are kind of mean. It's because when you're waiting for food, you're like, just hurry up and be done already so I can get on to the next one and make money. Anyway, I've waited too long. I gotta deliver this because I gotta keep moving. This is kind of fun. So it looks like I made just over $11 in 30 minutes, which really isn't that bad. I didn't expect the drive to be that long, so I kind of expected I'd be doing a lot more shorter dashes than maybe a couple long ones every hour. Even then, it was all good. I delivered my first DoorDash. It was a little bit confusing because it said hand the order to the customer, and I knocked and no one answered, so I left it on his table. After that, I tried to click can't hand order to customer and it wanted me to call him. So anyway, I called him. He showed up at the doorstep and everything went good. Can't really complain about that. And I am going to the second dash. Now that I know what I'm doing a little bit, it should go a lot smoother. But it is pretty easy and not bad at all to pick up on. Oh man, I just missed a dash that was super close to me. But that's all right. I'm going back to the hot spot and seeing if I can get some more. I guess I didn't accept it in the time it was offered. I probably need to put a cell phone mount on my windshield and keep this app open the whole time. Second order just came in, so I'm on the way to pick that up, and it's a lot closer than that first order was. But when I was delivering that first one, I realized my pants are covered with paint and maybe some epoxy too. So that's not cool. If I end up going closer to my place, I'll stop and change because I probably look super unprofessional. And with my beard, I might be rocking that homeless look again. It's probably time for me to shave or at least trim a lot. I just picked up the food and the drinks for my second order. It's gonna take me about 10 minutes to get there. I'm getting like $8 for this order and it's really close to my house, so I'll probably stop and change pants while I'm right next to it. Oh, I dropped that off and I am sitting at $19.50, just under $20 in just about 1 hour. This last delivery though, the guy was super nice and gave me a $5 cash tip. That's pretty sweet and I'm genuinely enjoying this right now. It's a new experience I've never done before and it's just really cool. I gotta say though, if I were to do this every day, I probably would get burned out pretty quickly. But for something I'm just starting out, this is really fun. What? So I was driving and I just got an alert for an order that's right next to me. I accepted because the delivery distance is super close. It was only $6, but I would rather get $6 quickly than $10 taking twice the time. Anyway, after I accepted that, I got another order en route, and I'm not sure how this works. I mean, I have a pretty good idea. I've just never done it. So it looks like I'm gonna run to Red Lobster, pick up some food, go to Chipotle right next door, and then deliver it to two people who hopefully are pretty close to each other. Anyway, this should be a lot of fun, and I am on my way to Red Lobster. If you were wondering about my pants, I never changed because I didn't get time, but that's okay. But the craziest thing just happened at Chipotle. I went to the pickup shelf and I picked up the order for Justin M. Something didn't look quite right, but it was 2. He ordered 2. I went out to the car and I said I was there. Anyway, I double checked, and sure enough, it was the wrong Justin M. So I put the bag back, the right Justin got it, and I had to wait a minute for them to finish up the order for my Justin. But luckily I didn't deliver him the wrong people's food, and I am almost there now. So I will deliver this one, deliver the next one, and claim like $12 or something. So this is crazy. I love this. I already like driving, so I have no problem with that. I dropped off the last 2 orders. I already got 2 more orders. I'm up over $30, and the $5 cash tips. That's about $40 in an hour and a half. And I just accepted 2 more jobs for, I think, like $7 or $8 each. No, one of them might have been $12. But anyway, I gotta just keep going. I'm going fast. This is pretty fun, and I'm enjoying it for real. Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking. I did only have 1 more order, but I picked up the food, and now I just gotta drop it off. So that one actually ended up probably being the worst one I did yet. It got about $7.50. I didn't really have to wait at the restaurant for pickup. It was a big boy. But for $7.50, I had to drive about 15 minutes both ways. So it's not really quite worth it. $15 an hour plus going to the restaurant, and it's still not bad. I can definitely see how picking the orders you choose to do will definitely get you more money in the long run. So I might start being a little picky. After that last delivery, I thought I was gonna be done for the night because it was about 10 o'clock. I delivered for about 3 hours and made $50, which is so. I ended up going to a buddy's house to pick up some aquarium tops. 30 minutes later on the way home, I decided to try it again, and I got 1 more delivery. It was a large order. I probably spent about 30 minutes delivering that and got about $4. Pretty much I figured out, don't DoorDash too late. I'll probably try it again, maybe 5 or 6 to 8 or 9 next time, but no later than that. Okay, well, first day DoorDashing is done. Money wasn't super great. I made about $53.50 in 4.5 hours or so, but realistically I stopped, I got food, and I went to a buddy to pick up some tank supplies. So if I had stopped when I had originally stopped, I would have gotten about $50 just shy of in about 3 hours. And that's not including a $5 cash tip. So that's a little better. That's just over like $16, $17 an hour, which still isn't really that great when you think about the fact that it's paid $10.99. You're responsible for your own taxes, and you pay a little more than when you're employed. Plus, you're putting wear and tear on your vehicle. It was a lot of fun though. So as far as money, I'd probably rate it like a, I don't know, 3 out of 10. Though as far as fun for the first day, that was like a 10 out of 10. I love to drive. So I was pretty much getting paid just to go around and have fun. And it was kind of like a time trial. I wasn't really speeding, but I was driving like I was in a go-kart. Just trying to get everywhere as quick as possible to maximize the profit was pretty fun and a little challenging. So I'm definitely going to DoorDash again. I'm going to try and find a way to optimize the profit, whether that's dashing in one of the zones that gives you a bonus for every delivery you do, or even picking the optimal deliveries and the optimal delivery times, where maybe I'll only deliver from like 5 o'clock to 8 o'clock or whatever. But I said I was going to talk about what I was doing on this channel and where I'm going. So right now I have a few different businesses going. Some more successful than others, some just starting, and some that have been going for a while. Right now my main goal is to have my main income solely from the stock market. Even though I've been profitable the last few days, and I've been actually pretty profitable, turning maybe 4 to 10% every day, which is not normal. I've been getting pretty lucky. I've been choosing my positions very carefully, and I've only been going in on positions that I really like. The last 2 weeks or so, I've been making $200 to $700 a day on the stock market. That's not really typical. I've been picking my positions very carefully, and I've only been going in on positions that I really believe in, and I've been quick to cut positions to take profits or that I just don't think are going to go anywhere. But my capital's not quite high enough to do this consistently and safely. So $200 to $700 a day is actually quite a lot, and it's definitely not typical of me. I've just been given some really good trading opportunities the last couple weeks. I don't know if I'm going to be able to keep getting opportunities this good or being able to find them, but I'm definitely taking advantage of them while they're here. It's taken me about a year trading to get here. I had invested before then, but I didn't really start trading till about a year ago when I got Robinhood. Every day for the past year or so, I've been active. I've gained large amounts of money, I've lost large amounts of money, and every trade I make, I learn a little bit. So I'd like to think that I've learned quite a bit in the last year. So earlier this year, I was trading like 6 or 8 hours a day, staying in front of my computer, keeping my phone out, checking all my accounts. And I think that's one of the big reasons I was trading just to trade. Because if I only made one trade that day, I was sitting in front of the computer for nothing. So what's really been working for me for the past few weeks, month or so, is I've just been trading for about 1 to 3 hours a day. And after that, I just take my phone out every 15 to 30 minutes to check all my positions. At first, I wait for market open. I just kind of watch what my positions are doing, any stocks I'm watching, watch for some moves, and make my trades accordingly. And after the big morning moves, once everything dies down and I don't see any opportunities that I necessarily want to make anymore, I go about my day, do what I need to, and I just keep opening Robinhood or TD Ameritrade to check my positions and make moves accordingly throughout the day. And of course, I'm posting them to my Facebook group as I make them. I'm trying to raise capital not only for some of the businesses I'm starting, but also for my stock portfolio. So right now I'm selling any assets I have that I don't use, and I'm just kind of trying different ways to make money just to see if any of them work. So DoorDash was one. It kind of works. I'll do it once or twice because it's fun, but it's definitely not going to be something that I do all day, every day. I've been selling plants and fish on eBay. That does pretty good. Since it's been so hot and UPS has been crazy, I haven't been selling fish recently, just plants, which are a lower ticket item. In a couple weeks, I'll probably start selling fish again because the temperatures are going down a little and my fish are breeding like crazy. So when I start listing those, I'll show you guys what I have and I'll link the site where you can buy them in the description. But for now, I haven't really been concentrating on that. I've just been taking care of them and making sure everyone's healthy. Another thing I've been working on constantly is this new aquaponics setup. Right now I'm just starting out. I'm trying to learn everything I can about it, find out what everyone else is doing, and see if I can do anything better. Eventually I want to sell some kits for these, but right now I don't know enough and I'm not going to pretend to know enough to sell these yet. So we're just prototyping and doing some testing, and hopefully next year we'll learn enough that we can start selling these. The biggest thing and the most exciting to me is I am trying to open up my own shop where we're looking at getting an injection molding machine. I'm going to move my CNC router over there, my lathe, I have a mill, a whole bunch of tools that we'll probably just move over there, start doing machine work and prototyping. Right now I'm still working part-time as an engineer with contract work, but I'm looking to do this full time and possibly hiring a couple people to work with me in this new shop. Of course, I'll probably start doing YouTube from there, and I might be filling it up with fish depending on where it is. But we're still looking at a place, and what we're doing is still a little bit up in the air. I really don't have a lot of money to throw around, so I'm not going to be too quick to jump into this. But we're seriously looking at a place to set up and that injection molding machine. So the whole reason I'm filming the way I am now is I'm just kind of keeping track of everything I do day to day. Mostly filming the most entertaining parts, maybe not the business side quite as much. But if I do move into a building, of course I'll film that because that's going to be pretty exciting. By documenting everything, I'm able to keep my head a little straighter and see if I might have wasted the day or if I made good use of my time. And I'm doing the same thing in my Facebook group. By posting my trades publicly, I'm looking for higher quality setups, and I'm definitely not taking trades just to trade, which is great. And I can tell my profitability has definitely gone up. Where before I would make trades just because I wanted to take a trade, those trades definitely didn't work out quite as often as the trades that I was more confident in. And the group has really helped me. If you want to see what I'm doing, feel free to join that Facebook group, link in the description. I'm posting every single trade I make pretty much real time. There might be a 5-minute delay max while I'm writing the post, but you can see what I'm doing in the market and how I'm making money or losing it. But so far I've been very profitable. For those of you wondering, I'm still definitely working with Peter, though instead of like a full-time position, I'm switching to a way more relaxed part-time position. That way I can take the extra time to concentrate on my own personal endeavors that I've been meaning to do, but I just haven't been able to yet. There's definitely things I've been putting off that I wanted to do, and things that I even had to do, such as simple projects around the house. My videos are kind of following me catching up on stuff, taking care of things I need to do, and just kind of keeping my life in order. By documenting everything, it's a great way for me to hold myself accountable and make sure I get done what I get done. Every day I have a huge checklist, and I try and get as far down it as I can. I usually try and put more things on it than I can do in a single day, just so that I try and push myself to do everything. And it's been working out pretty good. I've gone through so many of these lists so far, and it feels really good every time I can cross something off. So these videos I'll be pretty much doing things on my list, things that I needed to get done, things that will further some of my projects and business ventures I want to do, and just things that I want to do in general. There's a lot of stuff in my head that I'm trying to organize, and it's pretty much jumbled up. I hope I got it out okay. Well, thank you guys for watching the video, and I will see you in the next one. I have a lot to do, and I think I know what I'm doing.